Krishna is not in this bhav. I'm the master and lord of all that I survey. I am the Lord of all these living creatures. Yes, Lord am I, and they are serf, and they are slave, and they will crawl with nose in the dirt and bow down. Manmanabhava, manpatu, I say to you, offer your obeisances now, right? Again and again, every time. When you come into my temple room, thou shalt bow. Oh yes. And all day long, thou shalt slave, and on Janmashtami, I will have a feast, and thou shalt fast. Yes, I am the Lord and Master, and I enjoy it like anything. On your knees, on your knees. Is there any callous there? Not yet. Again, more often. I'm not satisfied with your lack of surrender. Yeah? So first, make a sacrifice for me. Yes. Are you ready? Sacrifice everything you have. Then we make him in sort of like a ruler of this world who's bored stiff and is looking for some excitement and so on. But as soon as we see the loving relationship that Krishna has with every living being, then it's a whole different thing. A whole different thing. So Krishna is intimately connected with everyone. There's not one soul who is not part of himself. Just like, that's the thing about a child, you know. Of course it's on the bodily platform, but it's part of me. Part of me lives in this child, and, you know, this bondage is just there, part of me, this child, you know. Same nose, yeah, like his father. Yes, like that, and the bond is deep. So the bond between Krishna and the living being is just eternally there, and it's a loving relationship. We have forgotten, but he has not. So therefore, even if we are sort of reluctantly chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, like a squeaky door, a little break. Some herbal tea. Take a break in the middle of the mantra, and then after the tea I'll do part 2. Okay. In this way, we are trying to chant, but Krishna is even very pleased with that, because he's saying, no, they're taking a step towards me. It is said that when we take one step towards Krishna, he takes 10 steps towards us. Also, tesam evanukam partam aham agyanajam tamana nasyami atmabhavastu jnanadipena vaspataha. So the third line, nasyami atmabhavastu, is that sto means I'm situated, I'm there, I'm in that place, atmabhava, in the consciousness of the soul. I am there in the consciousness of the soul, waiting. Nasyami, I am waiting. I am waiting for this soul to come a little closer to me. Nasyami, one little bit closer to me, and immediately, yes, Krishna becomes very enthusiastic. Oh, you're coming to me, yes, finally. I've been waiting so long. I also like it in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. The Brihad Bhagavatamrita, for many reasons, is an amazing book. One thing in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, which is very nice, is that Gopakumar, at the end of his life, goes back to Godhead. Now, that is very nice, and we have also in other scriptures many narrations of personalities who went back to Godhead. But the one thing that's different about Gopakumar is that he also arrives. Usually we just heard, and then he went back to Godhead. The end. The lion appears on the screen and the movie is over. But in the case of Gopakumar, no. The movie goes on, and then he arrives in the spiritual world. And there is Krishna, and his name is Sarup. And when Krishna sees Sarup, He calls out, Sarup! And then he faints. The gopis think he must be an agent of Kamsa. And they are getting ready to take some action, but Balaram interferes. No, he's all right. He's all right. Sarup chant in the ear of Krishna. So Sarup chants in the ear of Krishna, Balaram, and upon the order of Balaram, and Krishna comes to his senses. Then Yasoda, Mother Yasoda is calling out and says, quick, quick, Nanda Maharaj is waiting. All the prasadam is ready, please come now. Don't keep your father waiting. So then, okay, they go, they come home, and they bring Sarup. And all along, Krishna is just saying, Sarup, where have you been all this time? It's been such a long time. It's not like a cartoon experience, you were in the spiritual world, went down to the material world, and there was a vacuum in the spiritual world, and then suddenly, whoop, you're back, and running again with the cowherd boys in the fields, and something like that. No, it's not at all like that. We can see that there is a Krishna is personally very pleased when a spirit soul returns to the spiritual world. That is Sanatana Goswami's point. So that relationship, that eternal relationship, is very deep from Krishna's side. From Krishna's side, it was never covered for a moment. It's us who sort of blocked it out. We put on the dark glasses. Krishna, where is he? Where is God? The problem is that he's invisible. Take off the dark glasses. It might help. But as long as we have the dark glasses of the bodily concept of life and of false ego, Krishna will remain hidden from us. Naham prakasa sarvasa yogamaya samavritaha. Then Krishna will remain hidden. Then we can't see. Okay, now I'll finish the purport, otherwise I'll never finish it. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 16:19, Tan aham visata pruram sansaresu avanam ksipa nyajasam asubam asurisveva jonisu. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, are cast by me into the ocean of material existence, into various demoniac species of life. So this sounds again like one of those heady verses. So you are envious, huh? Okay, well, I know that game too. Down in the demoniac species of life. And there you can stay life after life, and your mother will be a demon. See? So, Nietzsche in The Antichrist, which is actually an interesting book to read if on a rainy day, if you have nothing else to do. Nietzsche in The Antichrist indeed describes a very proud God who says, yes, they are worshipping me in heaven. In heaven, they're worshipping me. And why wouldn't they worship me? I have given them everything. I've given them everything to enjoy. But what? Imagine if I would put them in a position where they are deprived. And then God created man. And he gave man a position of life where there was very little enjoyment. And then he invented religion. And there he made man even give up the few things that he could enjoy. That's Nietzsche in The Antichrist. It's interesting. So again, this image of a very cruel, bored ruler who's looking for different types of games to entertain himself. But the truth of the matter is that that's all the projection of the material world, because we're living in a boring world.